Welcome back to the Rancho Rust. Today we have a Facebook Marketplace haul. As expected, we ended up with some noteworthy things and a lot of junk. This is the discard pile, a lot of Chinese made and older Taiwanese and Japanese made things, stuff from the 60s and 70s. Almost, or maybe a full set of these Harbor Freight jobbies. This is the stuff I thought was interesting. Some Craftsman professional screwdrivers, various Phillips slotted and Torx. I got an old 1/8 inch Craftsman Western Forge screwdriver with the indentation on the end for spinach. An old slotted screw holding driver. I have a few of these now, and they actually do come in fairly handy when doing electrical work. A pretty beat up old snap-on tri-lobe screwdriver, which is pretty cool. I don't have any of these. And this is actually what caught my attention in the marketplace listing, was this here. It's an old wooden handled Proto, as is this one. This one is in pretty rough shape though. But this one is older. And an offset screwdriver. Those are nice to have. A couple of old Proto Los Angeles pebble wrenches. 11/16 and 3/4. Proto angle wrench. A couple Williams. Here's an older SK 12mm. And we ended up with a few worn out and rusty sockets. These are all Craftsman's. This one I think is the most interesting. It's an older one from the 40s. It's a Circle U made by Plum. These I thought were interesting. They're made in Japan, but they look like the old SK sockets. These two are Protos. We've got some P&Cs here. Couple 8-point sockets, which are handy if you're working with drain plugs or square nuts, obviously. Couple Thorsons. This is an old US made Husky, maybe made by Stanley, I don't know. Couple drag link sockets. Couple Wizards, 1/2 inch. And I think that was made by Indestra, I'm not sure. Another Wizard, 10 mil. 12-point, and a Powercraft, Montgomery Ward's, Durochrome, and here's an older, I believe, not sure how old this is. It's a Wardmaster socket. Also picked up this 3/8 drive beam style torque wrench. This was made by the PA Sturdivant company, which I know nothing about, and I'll have to do some research. I don't really use this style of torque wrench, but it's an interesting find nonetheless. A bunch of old US-made plastic-handled screwdrivers. We've got a Napa and a Fuller, some Stanleys, Craftsman, some Master Mechanics, and I do like this knob on the top with the indentations for grip. Old Triumph wrench, made in England, and a couple of old Thorson wrenches. Not really a brand that I collect, but they're a respectable tool. But when you collect as much old junk as I do, you kind of have to pick and choose, I suppose. An old US made Calvan brake bleeder tool, another brake tool, some bicycle tire tools. And this is a custom jobby. Not really sure. It's made from a Lodge spark plug that's been welded to this stock that's been turned down. I'm not sure what they made that for or what it would have been used for. An old compass made in France. And then just some other random US made screwdrivers, some wooden handle stuff. Kind of interesting, but they're all pretty worn out. And I believe this is an alignment tool. I'm not 100% sure, but it has this nice knurled 3/8 drive piece on it, which I'm sure I can find a use for. And this is an old Roscoe. It's not particularly interesting, but it does have a space age finish, which I thought was pretty neat. So, all in all, not a bad haul for 20 bucks. I think there was $20 worth of fun here at least. Oh, and I also forgot, came with this boat anchor. So, hey, not a bad haul. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.